Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einem ganz brandneuen Projekt hier bei mir auf dem Kanal. Ich glaube, ich habe vorhin, als ich das Aufnahmeprogramm gestartet habe, stand drauf 30.12.2018 das letzte Mal gestartet worden. Das heißt, ja, ich weiß gar nicht, wann das letzte Video von mir gekommen ist. Auf jeden Fall ist es schon sehr, sehr, sehr lange her. Ich glaube, Da Vincis Werkstatt oder sowas war das, glaube ich. Ja, es ist viel passiert, aber ich habe mir gedacht, komm, wir starten mal mit einem neuen Projekt. Und dann hat ja meine bessere Hälfte mir dieses Spiel hier empfohlen, Lamplight City. Das ist so ein Steampunk angehauchtes Detektivspiel. Das klingt ja wie für mich gemacht. Ich weiß relativ wenig darüber. Ich weiß nur, dass es irgendwo ja, in England spielen soll. Es soll Rätsel geben. Es soll unterschiedliche Fälle geben. Ja, ich bin gespannt. Wir schauen rein und gucken mal, ob ich das überhaupt noch kann.
Bill, wake up! The carriage is on fire!
That's only funny when I do it to you.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with Addie.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us. It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
Ja, Einschlafen während einer Einsatzbesprechung ist wahrscheinlich ja, nicht ganz so gut.
Honestly, Bill, one of these days Snelling's gonna notice.
No, he won't. Why do you think they put him behind a desk? The man couldn't find his own backside with a pair of pliers and a lantern.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary at the Hambrook Flower Shop.
A burglary, eh? How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's gonna be disappointed that his winnings are so meager.
Innerhalb einer Stunde fertig sein mit dem Einbruch.
Ah, we've arrived.
Bin gespannt.
After you, Bill.
Die Stadt New Britannia, Stadtteil Cholmondeley oder so. Wahrscheinlich falsch ausgesprochen.
Thank you. Keep the change.
And so, our night of excitement begins.
You, more than anyone else, should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have a feeling tonight will be the exception. Until we get to the pub, that is.
Keep your mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
Okay. So, mit linker Maustaste klicken, um mit Objekten zu interagieren. Okay, also das ist ganz normales, klar, Point-and-Click-Adventure. Das finde ich ziemlich geil.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
Especially considering Prince Harold is their big celebrity passenger.
Also innerhalb von einer Woche über den Atlantik. Ja, das wäre mir persönlich ein bisschen zu schnell.
Fordham, what are you doing?
I was gonna check inside this trash can for clues.
Miles, in the 15 years we've been partners, how many times have you found something inside a trash can that wasn't garbage?
Fair point.
Das ist immer noch ein Point-and-Click-Adventure. Hier müssen erstmal alle Sachen miteinander kombiniert werden.
Looks like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town has.
Okay.
Looks like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Okay.
Pretty much.
That reminds me. I should pick up a bouquet for Addie when we're done here.
Seems like you've been spending more time with me than with her lately. I sure hope she's not the jealous type.
Gut, ich würde sagen, sonst gibt's hier die schlaue Leertaste? Nein. Okay. Das macht's für mich natürlich nur noch schwerer. Ich würde sagen, können wir mit ihm sprechen?
Bill, could I have a word?
What's on your mind, Fordham?
Oh.
A burglary at a flower shop. Not the most thrilling case we've had, is it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Snelling's been giving us the boring cases lately on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
He's eyeing a promotion to chief of police. He'd sell his own mother's cane if he thought it would help. Plus, it's no secret he doesn't like us.
I can't understand why. I've shown him nothing but respect.
It's because you're too good at what you do. And because you're friends with me.
What's that got to do with anything?
Not everyone is as open-minded as you, Miles. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
You ever miss living out here, Bill?
About as much as you missed stepping in that pile of horseshit last week.
I was distracted by that story you were telling me about your sister. How's she doing out west, anyway?
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing. Living here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. I'm glad we both managed to get out. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a great job of cleaning your shoes.
That would explain all the funny looks I've been getting.
Schön Pferdescheiße am Fuß.
Still feeling rough, Bill?
Yes, but I'll feel better once this case is finished and we can go down to the Angel for a pint or four.
Hair of the dog?
No better medicine.
Alles
Let's get
klar.
back to it.
All right.
Wir gehen jetzt mal rein in den Blumenladen.
Come on, Bill.
Es soll wohl irgendwie bis zu 5 Fälle oder sowas geben.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
I think I'll leave that to you, Bill.
With my allergies? Hardly.
So, Blütenstopp allergisch.
Plants hanging on hooks. A nice space-saving method.
I'd probably bang my head against them constantly if I had them in my apartment.
Ja, das Risiko besteht natürlich.
These prices are pretty reasonable. The place I go in Worcester's clearly robbing me blind.
If you think those are bad, don't go near the flower shops in Lyon.
This is quite the selection. Come over here and take a whiff, Bill.
Sure, if you don't mind me getting snot all over your coat.
Oh, no, not the Myers case all over again. On second thought, you can just stay over there.
Ja, besser ist es. Hier sind noch Düsen.
These seem to be part of the watering system for the flowers.
I haven't seen old piping like this in a...
Oh. Okay, wenn man klickt, ist das vorbei. Aber er hat auf jeden Fall noch nie so alte Rohre gesehen, quasi. Hier ist ein Gang.
Mostly a bunch of fertilizer and growth tonics.
Okay.
Growth tonics, eh?
Plant growth tonics, Bill.
Of course. I knew that.
Okay, wir drücken mal auf die Glocke.
Be right there. Oh, hello, gentlemen. I must say you caught me by surprise. I was preparing to close soon. May I help you find anything? The flowers in the center display are half-price this week, and I have a special on chrysanthemums today.
Oh.
Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the special ladies in your lives?
I have no need myself, but maybe Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Eh, Miles? Those peonies in the corner look nice.
I'm afraid we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor. Is he in?
I see. I'm Cecilia Handbook, and this is my shop. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm Detective Miles Fordham, and this is my partner, William Legere. We received a report of a burglary at your store.
A report? From whom? I never contacted the police before, and I didn't this time, either.
It was made anonymously, but are you saying this isn't the first time it's happened?
Correct. It's happened 3 times.
Ah.
But considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and vandalisms around here, I didn't think they would be interested in something so trivial.
Well, we're here now, and we'll do all we can to help you.
We'll have to see about that.
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Handbrook, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Very well, Detective.
Okay, das heißt, ist schon 3-mal überfallen worden. Oder ausgeraubt worden und hat nie die Polizei verständigt, weil, naja, ist halt so üblich in der Gegend, wo sie wohnt. Das ist aber mal super.
Could you give me the details concerning the burglaries?
About 3 weeks ago on Monday, I noticed that my order of Easter lilies was missing. At first, I thought nothing of it. Sometimes certain types of flowers are unavailable or arrive in poor condition. These things happen. Then 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, it happened again. But this time, I noticed something rather odd.
Go on.
When I opened the shop, there were 6 crowns and 10 shillings on the counter. That's exactly the cost of 2 orders of lilies. Last Friday, it happened yet again. The lilies were missing, and there was payment for 1 order on the counter. I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop after hours, taking the lilies, and leaving money behind.
How unusual.
Okay, das ist wirklich wieder komisch. Aber das Schloss weiß er da nicht repariert, ne? Also, ne, so die... Oder da müssten ja Einbruchsspuren oder irgendwas da gewesen sein.
Have you noticed any suspicious characters lurking around?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a
Chumley.
stone without hitting a suspicious character. And if you've noticed my window, you'd be aware that stones get thrown around quite a bit in this neighborhood. If you're looking for trouble, you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
I meant if you'd seen anyone out of the ordinary near your shop.
Only the 2 men from the police who entered it tonight. That is most definitely out of the ordinary.
Okay. Ja, sprechen wir mal weiter über den Einbruch.
Have you found any evidence of a break-in?
No, the front door is always locked. My assistant Trevor and I are the only ones with the key.
Are there any other points of access to the building?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to keep them locked, and neither of them have been broken.
Would you allow us to have a look upstairs?
Is that really necessary? I was just about to
Quatsch,
close up the
nein. Lass
shop.
dich weiter ausrauben, Alter.
It won't take but a moment.
Fine, I suppose you may, but please, don't dally too long.
Ey, ich bin nie am Trödeln.
So, this burglar has been paying for the stolen goods?
That would appear to be the case, yes. I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother reporting it to the police.
And the other reasons?
Oh, I think I've already made those quite clear, Detective.
Okay, ja, Angestellter natürlich, ne? Klar, der Angestellte könnte hier reingegangen sein, oben durchs Fenster, aber das werden wir uns dann nach und nach natürlich anschauen.
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key. What can you tell me about him?
His name is Trevor Hastings, and he has been working for me for the past 10 years.
Do you trust him?
Implicitly. I've known him for ages, and he has been my full-time assistant since shortly after my husband died. You're not suggesting he had anything to do with this, are you?
Not at all. I would like to speak with him, though. Where might I find him?
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing my flower order within the hour.
Good. We'll meet him here, then. If that's all right with you.
I suppose I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
Nee, das ist richtig. Wirklich eine Wahl hast du nicht.
Have you been in business long?
Yes, I opened this shop 30 years ago, along with my late husband, David. But the past 10 years, I've been running things on my own.
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this part of town as long as I have, it takes quite a lot to scare you.
I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
Okay, das Notizbuch ist am oberen Bildrand erreichbar oder mit dem Rechtsklick. Okay, nehmen wir das über Rechtsklick. Der gegenwärtige Fall ist Ehre unter Dieben. Blumenladen von Mrs. Hambrook wurde eingebrochen. Wird der Einbrecher zurückkehren oder ist die Untersuchung des Falls nur eine Formalität? Genau, wir müssen den Eingang in den ersten Stock finden. Ist jetzt nicht ganz so schwer, glaube ich. Und auf Trevor Hastings warten, um mit ihm zu sprechen. Das ist ja der Angestellte von ihr. Bin ich mal gespannt, was wir da noch rausfinden. Okay, Hinweise haben wir hier die fehlenden Lilien, genau. Da wurden 3 Lieferungen, wurden quasi gestohlen, aber das Geld immer wieder hingelegt. Also warum würde er das da dann lassen? Genau, und die Eingänge, es gibt eigentlich nur den unten und halt eben im ersten Stock. Aber das müssen wir noch mal uns anschauen. Verdächtige haben wir noch keine, klar. Dokumente haben wir auch noch keine. Okay, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal in den ersten Stock. Das ist wahrscheinlich das hier, wo privat drauf steht. Ja, das ist mal ein Fenster.
Interesting choice of decor in here.
Perhaps it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is rather drafty in here.
Okay, ach nee, warte mal, hier ist auch noch ein Fenster. Ich habe nur das gesehen. Okay, hier gibt's also Geräte, Kisten. Also hier ist ein Lagerraum, so quasi.
Pastoral landscape. Definitely nowhere near here.
I've never much understood art, but it would be nice to see a place like that in person.
Okay, hier sind einfach nur die Wände so ein bisschen kaputt. Hier ist die Heizung.
I would imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is important for the flowers.
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
Hard to say. Definitely not recently, if the dust buildup is any indication.
Ja, okay. Ja, manchmal blinkt es hier, aber das sind, glaube ich, einfach nur so wie so Staub in der Luft wahrscheinlich. Wir gucken uns mal das Fenster an. Okay, das wird das Fenster sein, wo, genau hier der
The
Notausgang.
window latch. Securely locked.
Okay, der ist verschlossen.
This provides a means of escape from the top floor, or access to this window from the ground. Lamplight City, in all her glory.
Lamplight City. Okay, also hier ist an sich auch noch ein Spalt.
Interesting. There's a gap between the window and the frame here. No wonder it's so drafty in this room.
Ah, da.
I wonder.
What are you thinking, Fordham?
Da kann man doch
That it's
das
time
ganz
for an
easy
experiment.
aufmachen.
I'm going to need a tool, however. Something long and thin should do the trick.
Shouldn't be too hard to find something like that around here.
Ich würde sagen, weil hier durch diesen Spalt kann man doch von außen was durchführen, wie so ein Draht. Hier reinhaken das Ganze und dann, ne, also den Riegel hochziehen. Also das... Ja, guck mal, okay, hier ist anscheinend das Menü. Okay, hast auch gesehen. Okay, das heißt, wir besorgen uns jetzt erstmal sowas wie ein Draht, sag ich jetzt mal.
Seems to be the...
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
Nicht hier Wegwerfgesellschaft, hier auch mal was reparieren.
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants. Specific temperature and water conditions can be adjusted. Seems to be empty right now, though. And judging by the dust, it hasn't been used in a long time, if ever.
It seems Mrs. Hanbrook isn't too fond of steam tech, or just doesn't understand it.
Genau, hier ist ja Steampunk, quasi.
I don't think this window would serve as a viable means of entry.
It's a nice view, though. You can hardly see the vomit and manure piles on the street from up here.
Unmarked, but if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the flowers are stored when delivered.
I'll keep my distance then.
Ja, gib mal Distanz dann. Okay, ne gut. Wir müssen also, was haben wir denn hier? Hinweise, genau, Fenster im ersten Stock, Fensterspalt. Genau, kleiner, dünner Gegenstand könnte da durchpassen. Ich möchte jetzt keine schmutzigen Witze lesen. Genau, hier könnte man das halt dann easy durch das Fenster reinkommen. Verdächtige haben wir immer noch nicht. Ja, was langes, dünnes für Experiment finden. Ich werde das einfach nicht kommentieren.
Pastoral land.
Never much under.
Okay, aber ich dachte, vielleicht könnte ich, vielleicht hätte ich jetzt das Bild abnehmen können, weil dahinter ist doch meist so ein Aufhängedraht. Ja, da hätte ich das ausprobiert. Aber wir gucken mal. Vielleicht finden wir... Hotspots-Icon ändern sich, wenn neue Interaktionen verfügbar sind. Okay. Aber was für Hotspots? Hotspot-Icons. Ah! Na klar! Na klar.
Aha! This hook is exactly what I need. Mrs. Hanbrook, may I borrow this hook for a few minutes? It's crucial to our investigation.
Is that so?
Yes. I promise I'll put it back as soon as I'm done.
Please do, Detective.
Okay, wir haben einen Haken. Wir gehen nochmal wieder hoch. Damit wir das jetzt ausprobieren können. Gehen wir eben zum Fenster.
Good. Bill, it's time for our experiment.
And what is this experiment going to be exactly?
Simple. I'm going to see if this hook can get me inside the shop. Rather dark out here.
Ach,
Watch your step, then. This experiment of yours isn't worth a broken neck.
I'll be fine. Now then, could you please close and lock the window, Bill?
genau. Achso, ich mach das. Ich dachte schon die ganze Zeit, warum bewegt er sich so komisch? Hier rein. Zack.
Well, I'd say this is fairly incontrovertible proof that the building can easily be broken into without arousing suspicion.
Where'd you learn how to do that, anyway?
You taught me, remember?
Nah. Are you sure it was me?
Positive. We were a few pints in at the Angel about 5 years ago, and you decided I should learn how to pick locks.
What else have I taught you how to do while drunk?
That would be telling.
Genau, besser nicht zu erzählen. Genau, also wir wissen, dass wir hier ohne wirkliche Einbruchsspuren reinkommen in das Haus. Und genauso gut dann wahrscheinlich auch wieder raus. Ja, ich bin sehr gespannt, wie es hier weitergeht. Ich hoffe, dass wir jetzt bald dann diesen Trevor Hastings finden werden. Oder dass er erstmal dann kommt mit der neuen Blumenlieferung. Ja, bis dahin sage ich erstmal vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Wie gesagt, gerne in die Kommentare schreiben, wenn ihr Ideen habt, wer es sein kann. Oder wenn ihr einfach was loswerden wollt. Dafür ist genau die Kommentare natürlich da.
Thinking about life's great mysteries again, are you?
Ja, ich weiß, tut mir leid. Ich weiß noch nicht genau, wie regelmäßig die Videos kommen werden. Aber das sehen wir dann. Und ich bedanke mich auf jeden Fall recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge von Lamplight City. Bis dahin, auf Wiedersehen.